What are we doing today, Peach? What are we doing today? Huh? What are we doing? She's like upside down scoping out what she can eat right now. You're like a little food robot. Huh? Okay. Welcome back, everybody. And Americans, happy Thanksgiving week or Thanksgiving Day. But either way, I hope you're spending time with family and people that you love and people that make you crazy maybe a little bit because, you know, this is the time of year for that. Families, am I right? I have done more research for this episode than I think any other cooking video I've done because I'm trying not to just make a complete mess of myself when making pies. Let me back up a little bit, okay? I could have just gone the route of pumpkin pie, apple pie, pisan pie. Yes, I said pisan pie, that's how you pronounce it. Because those are traditional Thanksgiving pies and it's Thanksgiving, so like, ugh, what a layup, right? No, absolutely not. I don't think so, good sir. I wanted to get a little more creative with it. I was thinking back to the burger video I made where I made 3 different types of burgers, a ramen burger, a beer cheeseburger, and a peanut butter burger. And I thought that was like a really cool, eclectic mix of flavors for one food group. And I wanted to do that again, but with pies. So I had the idea to make 2 sweet pies and 1 savory pie, all of which I have never cooked before. I'm going to be using this as my Bible today. Jenna got this for me, I think. Jenna, did you buy this book for me? Somebody bought this for me. Maybe one of you guys, maybe Jenna, I don't even know. But I had this book and it's incredible. It's so thorough. And it gives you recipes on how to make gluten-free and vegan pies, but not only just like ideas for pies, but like specific instructions on how to make the dough work for you. Work for you. I'm gonna be reading more instructions than I've ever read. It's different, it's a lot, but everyone just, we can do it. We have the power of God, anime, and pies on our side. So hop on the bus. Next stop, pies. So I didn't even tell you what type of pies I'm making, so let me do that. We are gonna be making a banana cream pie, strawberry hand pies, and an Aussie style or New Zealand style, okay? Both of you guys can have it, like a pie face style meat pie. So this is gonna be reverse dinner. We're gonna do dessert pies first and then savory pies. And the reason we're doing that is because the dessert pies, namely the banana cream pie, needs to be in the fridge for a little while. The ingredients you're gonna need for all 3 of these pies are like this stuff, okay? I'm not gonna read it all out. I feel like I'm not gonna just like leave the entire recipe in the description because this is Jennifer's work, so I don't wanna just reproduce it. If you are curious about the recipes, maybe you can get this, but I'll give you sort of a step-by-step kind of general instruction and I'll put the ingredients in the description, okay? So we're gonna get started with the banana cream pie. So you're gonna need flour and pie things. We are first going to get our high-powered blender and we are going to add some things to it, okay? We're gonna use this to blend the first part of our banana cream filling. Don't mind me, I'm gonna hold my literature up. So we're gonna have our cashews, which is a 1/2 cup, unsoaked for me because we have the high-powered blender, but if you don't have a high-powered blender, soak them. I forgot something from the cupboard. Canned coconut milk, full fat. It's gonna look sort of just like condensed milk. Oh, here we go. When the coconut cream hits, vanilla extract, and we're gonna put a whole entire tablespoon of it. God damn, that's a lot of extract. Bam. So we're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, just a tiny bit of ground nutmeg, cinnamon, and another 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Oh no. So the page turned. The page turned to pumpkin pie. I was wondering where those spices came from. Oh my God. The page literally flipped while I wasn't even looking at the book. And then I started following the wrong recipe. Well, we're off to a strong start, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm like, why am I grating nutmeg into a banana cream pie? You win some and you lose most. Listen, book, you have one job, okay? Don't change pages while I'm not changing the page. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of cashews. So we're gonna do a tablespoon of extract. So you're gonna take 2 bananas. I think you're gonna need 1 more for later. And you're gonna drop these in the blender. These are actually perfectly ripe, so these should be just what we need here. And lemon juice. So the juice of 1 medium lemon, enough. We'll see how much juice this yields. And in my experience, when making creamy things with cashews, I think lemon isn't really used for lemon flavor, but more to get rid of the cashew flavor. All right, well, let's get blending. So we're gonna take 1/4 cup of water and 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup, really? That's a lot. 1/2 cup, baby. 1/2 cup of maple syrup. This is gonna be the sweetener for our recipe. And you're also supposed to have agar. I couldn't for the life of me find any agar, which I think is sort of like a vegan gelatin. So we're gonna see how it does without it. Hopefully not terrible. All right, so we want this to boil. And then once it boils, we're gonna stir it around and then let it simmer. And then this is gonna go into our banana cream mixture. While this is heating up, we are gonna get 3 tablespoons of coconut oil set aside. All right, so we're gonna turn on low, let it simmer. And that's 5 minutes. And once this is done, we're gonna remove it from heat entirely and add our coconut oil and stir it in. This should melt pretty fast, I'm assuming, because it's pretty heated up, even though we took it out of the heat. And so we're just kind of stirring in the little chunks of coconut oil. And this is gonna go into the mixture as soon as it's all dissolved. And then we're gonna blend it one more time. Okay, now we're gonna emulsify. So we are going to pour this mixture into our blender, get it all in there, and then pop the top on. I'm actually gonna Google a substitute for agar real quick. All right, so we got 2 teaspoons of arrowroot. That's gonna sub in for our agar. So this is going to sit aside while we prepare our crust right now. Okay, it is time to make our first pie crust. We are gonna need a, what is this called? Food processor. We're using our food processor, not our stand mixer. We're gonna add our flours to this right now. So what we're gonna need are brown rice flour, tapioca starch, or the Expandex, potato starch, arrowroot, evaporated cane juice, salt, lemon, coconut oil, water, vanilla. I'm gonna start with the lemon zest. It's 1/4 teaspoon, what we're making here. We're gonna need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of our potato starch. I'm actually gonna do what you guys have been telling me to do for a little while, which is the knife method of evening out your scoop so it's exactly even, because I'm a man of precision, as we all know. We're gonna do a full cup of brown rice flour, 2.5 tablespoons of arrowroot. There's 2. 2.5 teaspoons of evaporated cane juice, which this is the closest thing I could find. Evaporated cane juice, very confusing ingredient, but we're gonna try it with this. We're gonna just process this. I think we're supposed to pulse it. We just want all the ingredients combined. All right, so now that it's all kind of one mixture here, we're gonna add the coconut oil, and this is the part where it's gonna change the consistency pretty significantly. We're gonna add this coconut oil. Make sure you get it all over your hands because coconut oil is actually good for your skin. Now our hands are disgusting. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We forgot the tapioca. 3 tablespoons of tapioca. All right, well, I think the gardeners are done and it's a little quieter. And this is not looking like dough yet. It just looks like a crumbly mess, but that's why we have low standards on this channel. I'm still trying to figure out where I went wrong. I wonder if the evaporated cane juice is a big player here because everything else is exactly what it asked for. Oh no. It's a crumbly mess, y'all. I genuinely think, like, given how it's looking right now, where like the more I manipulate it, the more it kind of holds. I think I just gotta play with it a little bit and then just put it right in the pan. I'm so confused at how it thinks I can roll this out. It's literally a powder. I'm adding a little more water because it needs it. It is so dry and crumbly. And I'm going to try to make this more of a dough. A little bit of water seemed to already help a bit. Okay, parchment paper, come back. I changed my mind. I still love you. So I had to add a little bit of water and it's already looking way more like dough. It's cracking a little bit, but it's definitely a dough now. So we're gonna try it again with the brown rice flour onto our surface so that we can just kind of flip it into the pan. And I'm kind of just like guiding the edges into place as I spread this out. And I'm not gonna use a rolling pin because I'm scared. I have fears that that will derail everything we've worked so hard for our whole entire life. I'm just shaping it. Give this pie some character, okay? It needs to be shaped a little bit. I'm just gonna put the pan on top. And I'm gonna get my hand underneath. This is finesse right here, y'all. Okay, parchment paper. You have one job, it's to not stick to things. Oh my God, okay. So this is, leave. Okay, but you know what? No one sees the bottom of the crust because it's covered by the filling. You just eat it, right? So who the hell cares? We just need to make the edges look kind of clean. Don't do celiac, kids. It's a hell of a drug. I literally shaped this with my hands and you can really tell because there are pretty much fingerprints all over this crust. But you know what? We made a crust and that's all that freaking matters. We're gonna bake it at 350 for 40 minutes and we'll see this thing in a little bit. This is one of those videos where I've overwhelmed myself with many things and we need to just pause for a second, keep the knife in your hand and take a deep breath, okay? Let it out. All right, now we're moving on to strawberry hand pies while the crust for the banana cream pie cooks, because that needs to be cooked before we add the filling. Once that's cooked, we add the filling and we refrigerate, and that is donezo. We're gonna add that to our donezo list once that is done cooking. Right now we are hulling and quartering fresh strawberries. Strawberries, I don't know why I said it like that. We need about a pound of these. The dough for this hand pie recipe is relatively the same as the dough for the banana cream pie. It's just a normal single pastry crust is what it is called. We're just hulling strawberries. Is that the word for it? Hulling? Hold and quarter, baby. The best part about strawberries and cutting them is that they're so red and bright that if you cut yourself, you won't even know. Thanks for coming to my safety class. See you guys next week where we teach you how to use paper towels as bandages. Sorry, cut. All right, we're almost at a pound. When the pound hits, okay. Well, we have a pound of hulled strawberries here. We're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of evaporated cane and 1 tablespoon of arrowroot. So we're gonna lock this in and we are going to mix this together. I don't know if a stand mixer is the best method of this, but I think it might be. Okay, honestly, I didn't need a whole stand mixer. That was way overkill. Hello? Oh, God, okay. This is what we got. It is just a nice looking mixture. It smells like strawberry. I don't know why I wouldn't. I don't even know why I tested. Sometimes you just gotta smell though. All right, now we need to get our hands dirty. And here we are adding some water that the recipe did not call for because we need to. But basically we want this to be the consistency of obviously a dough, like a pastry dough, so that we can work with it, we can move it, and it stretches even just a little bit. Like a little bit of water does this recipe a lot of good. I don't know what they did with their water measurements, but I just kind of feel like it's off. We're preheating our oven to 350, by the way, for the hand pies. Okay, so we're gonna divide our dough into 5 little balls, even sized. The normal recipe calls for 10, but because we're having it, okay, this is the baking sheet we're gonna use because we're confined to a smaller oven, but everything's fine, everything's great. You're gonna take your ball of dough and you're gonna basically make it into a square. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that square, put some of the filling in the center and fold it into like a book. And then you're gonna crimp the edges and that's your hand pie. Okay, I lied, it says rectangles. So about 2.5 by 5 inches is the size we're looking for here. And what's nice here is that this dough is actually working really well. And so I learned that the reason we have 5 balls and we're making 4 hand pies is the 5th ball is to repair any tears that happen, sort of use it as your spare dough. And so we're gonna take, I think about a tablespoon of filling, and we're gonna fold the pie over. And we're gonna take a fork and just crimp the edges. Be very gentle, because this dough is so finicky. And we're gonna take our Aries Kitchen knife and create 2 little slits on the top, and that is for steam to be able to escape. Pick up this hand pie and place it on our baking sheet. And you know what, all things considered, I expected that to go a whole lot worse. Aw shit, here we go again. Dude, we're making hand pies. This is wild. Let's go. Let's go, hurry up, let's go. We gotta go, we're gonna be late for school. Did you forget your backpack again? I'm not packing you lunch today, you gotta pack it yourself. All right, I'll pack you lunch. You want a ham pie? Here you go. Here we go, taking about a heaping tablespoon of filling, maybe a little more than that. And that is gonna be the filling for the pie. We're gonna fold it over like a book. These are like sweet calzones, I wanna say. Look at us go, you guys. This is just very exciting. All right, well, our hand pies have made it to the point where we are gonna bake them now. I'm honestly a little bit surprised and pretty proud of this, considering how the first dough went. This is exactly how I had hoped they would look. So if that's any indication, I think we're onto something here. I think these hand pies are gonna be dope. Holy crap. All right, we're like 2 hours in and we haven't even started the third pie, but we are starting right now, okay? We're starting right now. This is our savory pie. We're gonna make an Aussie style, pie face style meat pie, which is a pretty simple recipe. It's gonna be meat and onions kind of cooked with some seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, a few other things, but on a normal tart pie crust. So we're gonna make the crust first. Right here I have some brown rice flour. I'm gonna put in our food processor. We need 1/3 cup of cornmeal. This is the messiest the kitchen has ever been and ever will be. That second part's a lie. 1/4 cup of tapioca, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 cup of oil. Is anyone still here? I feel like I've just been heavily breathing and struggling for like 3 hours. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this pie dough for our pie face meat pie, and I'm gonna cover it and set it aside. This is me just making a game time call, okay? This is looking good, but is not how the recipe in the book came. So I would look up just like a meat pie crust recipe and go with whatever you find. All right, I'm gonna wrap this in cling wrap. Okay, this is gonna sit in our bowl and set it aside. Oh, that is our banana cream pie. Our banana cream pie crust has landed. Let's find our way back to the banana cream. So this is gonna go in the fridge for about 4 hours. We're gonna slice one more banana and put it at the base of the pie, so you get little pieces of banana as surprises while you're eating this. This is the moment of truth for the banana cream pie. We are gonna pour the filling into it and put it right in the refrigerator. Pick it up 4 hours later. Oh, man, that looks nice. Okay. I'm gonna go and open the fridge. Look at this bad boy. All right, we'll see you in 4 hours time. You're gonna be all firmed up and ready to eat. All right, so our hand pies have frozen for 20 minutes. These are gonna go in the oven at 425 for 35 minutes now, frozen. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Okay, another deep breath. We're making the filling for our meat pie. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of vegetable oil, and we're gonna mix this around and throw in our diced 1/2 of yellow onion. And then we are gonna add our wonderful Beyond ground beef. We are gonna add a little bit of our cube here, our bouillon cube, 3/4 cup of water, our Worcestershire sauce, and our tomato sauce, which, because this is an Aussie recipe, I'm pretty sure just means ketchup. And we're gonna also add a couple of tablespoons of flour. This is me being precise. I think I was actually supposed to cook the meat first, but honestly, my brain is working at like 10% right now after all these recipes and instructions and successes and failures and time. I don't know, maybe I'm dehydrated. Let me drink. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is somehow we're almost done. We have our crust ready for our meat pie, our makeshift meat pie. Obviously, this isn't gonna be as great as a traditional Aussie meat pie. I know this is, and I didn't do a lot of things right, but I did my best. I really wanted to give it my best shot. Turns out when you do 3 different pies, it's kind of hard to make any of them perfect. So we're gonna put the meat pie in the oven very soon. We're just cooling the meat filling. The strawberry ham pies are almost done. That's exciting. The bad news is we're gonna have to wait till later tonight to try the banana cream pie, which for you is gonna be in about a minute YouTube time. So we're gonna start by tasting the meat pie and the hand pies, and then later, maybe with a guest, we'll try the banana cream finale pie. Meat pie, we ready? This mixture has cooled nicely. It looks delicious. I tasted it. It tastes delicious. We're gonna fill up our pie crust with this wonderful Aussie style meat pie filling. One thing I love about the meat pie dish, the one that we're making, is that it's just so simple. Like, it just works, you know? Now we're gonna take a little ball of dough, and this is gonna be kind of the top of the pie. So you're gonna cook it at about 450 for 15 minutes and then lower it to like 375 for another 20 minutes. All right, I think we should cut slices in the middle. I think the X is sort of the way to go. Anyway, this is our meat pie going in the oven. Oh, baby. These look really good. They need to cool, obviously. We are going to sprinkle these with confectioner's sugar. This looks really good. This is kind of a decent little cross section. It's really hot. So I wonder if it's ready to take a bite of. Oh my God, that is so good. Definitely wait a minute, because this motherfucker is hot. This right here tastes so good. It is like puffy and sweet. Like, this is a hand pie we made. I can't believe we did it. So I imagine, like, in general, these are a little thinner, but I don't mind it. It's just like extra rich, you know? But it has that puff pastry sort of taste. It's not perfect, but it was definitely worth the effort. Like, this hand pie is really good.
Yes, B.
I got some strawberry hand pies.
Oh my God, that looks like the picture from the book. I'm like full lounge mode. Is that okay that I look like a mess and my glasses are crooked because I sat on them? What should I do to fix them? Sit on them again?
Welcome.
That looks like the book. Was it hard? It smells so good.
It kicked my ass. Yeah.
Oh, baking hard for my yacht.
Bake more, wife.
Bake more, wife.
Look at me, I've been a good
Wait, can I
wife
try a
baking
piece?
all day.
Can I
Yeah,
try?
try piece. It's hot, but you can have it. Is it good? I don't know, because I've like lost all the brain cells I have in my head already, so I can't really tell.
Wait, why?
I've just been, these recipes are very hard.
Well,
I made
for the
3
airy-
pies I've never made before. It was very hard. With no gluten, that shit is hard.
The crust is really good.
Is it?
For gluten-free, are you kidding me?
Yeah. It
It's
took,
like-
it took finessing for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it would be like, okay, put these ingredients, mix until it's a dough. And I would mix it and mix it and mix it, and it never turned into a dough. So I had to like kind of add some stuff like water and more of the starch and just kind of figure it out. But when working it a lot with your hands helps. But I'm glad it turned out good.
I love the strawberry. More strawberry. You made hand pies.
I made hand pies.
That was so fun.
Banana cream pie will be ready tonight because it's got to refrigerate for a few hours. And right in there is our meat pie.
Wow! I can't believe you made your own crust. That is so good, Julie.
It is good, right? You want me to cut this one a little bit so you can have a piece? It's pretty yummy.
It's so yummy. Wow.
Yeah, I think this turned out, honestly, this turned out really good.
Really good. I'm so impressed, Julie.
Really? Thank you.
Because baking like takes control and restraint. And those are things that I know sometimes are difficult for you.
And failure. That's also difficult for me.
Really good job. I'm
You know-
excited to taste your other one.
Okay, well, we've tasted the ham pies. The ham pies, so good. And I have a couple that we'll have for later when we have the culmination of pies. It'll be Pie City, population meat. Now we have our Aussie meat pie, which looks good. I mean, it looks good. It's in a ramekin. It usually is served in a little kind of pie bowl looking thing. This is a little deeper than that, but whatever, you know, we're making pies. As far as I can remember, I think you're supposed to have this pretty handy when you're eating the meat pie. Here you go, pie face. I did my best. Here you go. That looks pretty damn good. Mmm, that is really good. You ready for some pie face, homemade?
Pie face homemade. Mmm.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try a bite with some ketchup because I think that's what they do, right?
This crust is so good.
You like this crust? Mm-hmm. It's really good, right?
Yeah, but hell yeah.
Wait till you try the Nana cream.
So proud of you.
I'm just gonna enjoy this for a second. Damn, dude. This really turned out nice. Dude, my Aussies led me right with this one. Okay, so 9 out of 10. Literally 9 out of 10. The 1 point deduction is for how difficult it was to make this dough and crust. Because that part kicked my ass, but it's not for you. It's not for you. This is my pie. You can have a piece of crust, okay? But no pie, there's onions in there. I remember a while ago when I went to Australia how important pie face is. Like, people love it over there. I really wanted to do my best at replicating that. A, for my Aussies who may want to make it at home, but also B, for people who have never tried it and are thinking, hey, let's try something new. If you have the crust part down, this is easy, you know? Dude, I could keep eating this. Hand pies, meat pie, all good, baby. I'm gonna snap my fingers and like 5 hours will pass and we're gonna try the banana cream pie all together as one family, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be the finale of the episode. Easily the longest I've ever filmed a cooking video, but it's been worth it so far. It's not for you, I'm sorry. All right, 100 million hours later, we have a guest and a pie. The Debbie machine. Hi, machine.
Hi.
Hi, miniature machine. So, how about some pie?
I want to try it.
I want to try it.
I don't know if this is going to be good or maybe the worst thing ever. Oh,
I want to try it.
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 cut. What utensil do you use for this? Do we cut it and then scoop it? Oh, is that the right consistency? I don't know.
Yes. I see bananas. I see cream.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to take your fork and you're just going to go for it.
France. I see someone's underpants.
Jenna, you want a bite? Here.
Yeah. Crust is hard to chew.
The crust is hard to chew, but the inside is great.
Oh.
Yeah, you should eat that with a spoon. I think
That was really good.
The crust is so cold.
The filling is really good.
Delicious.
Crust sucks. The thing that I came up with sucks, but
Well,
good.
I think it's okay. Yeah. So that little part, the little crust part wasn't that great, but this is good.
Fair.
When the Debbie gives you the honesty.
That's all I expect from her.
I'm eating it, aren't I?
There's more pies if you'd like to try. These are just good looking pies right here.
Absolutely.
Well, you want to try hand pie?
Yeah.
Okay. Pie time, baby.
It's pie time that you made pies.
We're just having pies over here, babe.
Guilty.
That's my new sous chef. Guilty. Oh, thank you. Well, so Debbie likes the hand pie crust. I thought I fired you.
No.
I'm back. Please accept my resume.
You literally just handed me the resume that was on my desk.
Please hire me. I haven't found a job.
You
since
stole a
fired
resume that
me.
was on my desk and gave it
Please.
to me. Well, I hope this wasn't the worst thing you've ever eaten.
Pie pie.
Kai pie? Pie?
Kai pie. Oh,
Kai pie?
he almost just took that.
Oh, whoa! He's like a snapping turtle.
Is he hired?
No. They're all fired. Everyone's fired.
What's wrong with this one? He didn't do anything.
Look at it.
So you can't work here while
We have to
you're-
attract customers. What is this gonna do? You know Pie had to do it to him. Here's the pie episode. It literally required an entire day, and most of them came out mediocre, but we tried our best. I'm getting horse kicked by that
Mediocre
dog.
pie is better than no pie at all.
Didn't we make pies that first Thanksgiving?
We made apple pie together. That was probably better than all these combined because you helped me.
Oh, wow. How about that?
I remember it being good. But we have a whole bunch of banana cream that we can just take spoons to all week, so.
I won't last that long.
No, it won't. That's not making it through the night, is it? Oh, here we go. 200 IQ. Ready?
Yeah, I already thought about that.
Take the nana cream filling and put it in the hand pie.
Yeah.
Jenny, you're missing out.
What am I saying on?
Oh my God. How's the move? Well, thank you for being the taste tester.
Delicious, nutritious, healthy, no animal products used.
None. But there are animal products around
Oh,
us
there's animal products
walking
all
around.
Yes.
Well, that's it. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy the pies.
Peace.